Hi, Ravit, it's Jeff here. I'm walking in the streets of Paris to get to the office, so this is the time I got to answer this question, or this comment about your AI ethics game of, when someone comes to their coach, the CTO, and says, I'm not against ethics, it's just in a startup we have to prioritize. And half of my career has been in startups and small businesses, under 50, and the other half in big corporations. Which has helped me see, and a lot of different ones, right? So I didn't stay in one startup or one small business. I've probably done about 10 of them in different fields with different types of customers. And from all that, it really depends right here how I would say it. The first thing is, yes, you have to prioritize. And I would say it's not just about prioritizing, it's about what does the customer want, right? Sometimes startups, especially startups and in small businesses, they have a very small number of customers, right? It's when they start getting to medium size, in general, they start getting a lot of customers. So it's what does that 1, 2, 3, or 5, 10 customers max, what do they want? Now you take it, who is the one talking about this to the customer? If it's your salesperson, depending on how, aware of all the issues or not, how technical or not, and what's their point of view of why they want to sell and what they're trying to do, they're going to drive that in a little bit because they get what's the need of the customer, right? Now, if it's a program manager, which I have been, where I'm talking with the customer directly about what we're going to deliver and what we're going to do in prioritization, then that person has some power, if you want, to influence it. And I do know that sometimes, as a program manager, I influence to say, no, we're not going to deliver this. We're going to deliver this other thing. Prioritizing, we also doing on what is possible and where we get the bandwidth and the growth and all that. These are all factors that you get. So I'm walking here, so I'm trying to think at the same time and to get to do the video. You can't. It's not a one-size-fits-all. And if you've got the influence, now let's say that your head, usually in startups, you got a pretty flat hierarchy, right? So seeing here the CTO, some startups do try to get a CTO. They got the founder, maybe a CTO right now, and a salesperson, right? At the hierarchy, if you want to say, the leadership. That's kind of the key salespeople, right? Or the key leaders. If the owner, the founder, says we need to do this because our customers show they want it, if we don't do it, we're going to lose we're going to lose the few customers we got. We're not going to get them. Then that's going to become an important factor. If the founder or the salesperson in general say it's not so important because we need to develop more features, and that's what the customer wants, and that's what the customer's asking for, because they're not trying to survey so much what the customers want. They're trying to determine from features what they want. That's going to influence it. So if you've got someone that's sensitive to this topic in the discussions with the customer and in the leadership, influence on the leadership, then this could influence it and not just be set to this prioritization principle. So it all depends, right, on that configuration. So that's my thoughts about it. A little bit different in big companies, right? So that's not what you're asking for. Big companies got a lot more bandwidth to handle it, in principle, right? And you can actually say, so-and-so here's and all of we got a lot more customers, right? So, and a lot more customers want that, and we get a big reputation like the company I work in. You don't want to screw that one up, right? So you can say we have to do it. But we're talking to startups, so it's a little bit different situation. The number of people, the bandwidth to work on these topics, and all topics, right? So that's my thoughts. Thanks for listening.